Welcome to episode 7 of my classic WoW gold grinding guide. We are level 29. We are on our way up in the world. We just spent one level in Thousands Needles, and I said in the last episode that I would be staying in Thousand Needles as well too. And it's for an old friend. We are back to killing Harpies for a little bit. This is going to be sort of a transition level. There's a couple of places that I want to hit that have some of the old drops that we've seen before. I think it's a good idea to show off these spots anyway. So yeah, you know about light feathers. You know that they sell pretty decently. So that's nothing new there. But the spot itself is new, so I think it's worthwhile documenting. And there's nothing really going to be that much better. So we are in Thousand Needles. We are about in the middle of the map here in the Screeching Canyon, and we're going to be killing the Screeching Harpies. There's also a cave up here that has them, and there's some really, really good drops from here. We're not just talking about light feathers anymore and like linen. Now these Harpies are going to be dropping light feathers, silk, which actually is a pretty decent boost in value compared to something like wool, although I think they also drop wool, and then they also drop vibrant plumes. So I believe those are a Darkmoon Fair turn-in. They don't sell for that much on the auction house, maybe 10 silver a piece, but they actually vendor for over 8 silver a piece, I believe. So it's a really, really good vendorable item that we're going to be getting. We are in Fairless, or we're not in Fairless, but we're right near Fairless, and right there is actually an Alliance little hub where you can repair and sell your goodies. So that's actually a really, really nice spot here as well too. So I'm going to stick it out here for a level or two. We're going to make some solid gold, maybe nothing too crazy, but we'll see what we end up with. And this is sort of a bridge zone before we get into some even more exciting things. So I will check in with you likely when I level, unless I run into some horde problems, but this should be a lot better than last episode ended up being. We are not even half a level in grinding here, and we got our first rare drop, the silver lined belt, 9 int for spirit. Not too bad of a leather belt. I doubt I'll get much more than a gold for something like that though, but pretty cool to see that we're finally getting a little bit of gear out here. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe we'll get more than a couple gold. We'll see when we get to the auction house. But so far, so good. Not too much competition out here. I've been able to grind. Not too many troubles with horde either. So far, so good. I'm actually having a total blast farming out here. There are just mobs after mobs. I think I didn't realize how bad I had it in that last spot. Maybe I was getting Stockholm Syndrome by the end of the water elementals in the last episode, but killing these Harpies has been like a huge relief. This level has flown by compared to the levels before. We're not seeing any major ganking. It's just mob after mob after mob. We are level 30 now. I do get an upgraded Seal of Command, so I have decided I will go back to Stormwind, which means the fact that there's a Fairless little repair place over there isn't really going to matter in the end. I need to figure out what I'm doing here. But everything is going really, really smoothly here. Let's take a look at some of the drops we've gotten. If we click into our farm log, let's bring that over here. You can see that we've gotten about 2 gold in drops, maybe a 6-7 gold in vendorables. The big vendorable item is the Vibrant Plume. 1 stack of these is almost a gold, 82 silver just to the vendor, so it's really, really worthwhile. We've gotten some green drops. We've gotten a blue drop, which is really exciting. We've gotten quite a few of these. We've gotten 51 light feathers, so they are no longer 50 silver on my server. Last time I checked, they were about 30 to 35 silver, so I can't expect about 25 gold back, but maybe 15 or so gold from those 51 feathers, which is not as much money as we were making at the other spot, I don't think, but we did get a really unique drop. We got this manual strong anti-venom, and strong anti-venom is the one that people use frequently. It's the one that we farm large venom sacs for. So that's kind of interesting there that you can turn a large venom sac into a strong anti-venom. But I think the large venom sacs are also used in the poison elixirs as well too. So there are some other uses for that too. But this is going to go for hopefully around 15 gold, which is going to add quite a bit to our total. But we're going to just get rid of the greens. We're going to get rid of the grays, and then we're going to come back here and do one more level. It was just too much fun here. The leveling is super quick, and I want to get to some more exciting spots anyway. So I'm going to stick it out here for one more level. This kill should be the last one that we need in order to hit 31. Let's see if that's the case. I lied again. We are getting so high level that I can no longer tell when the last kill is coming. But we can take a look at our results still, because we do just have 1 or 2 more kills coming in here. We've gotten 130 light feathers in total. Oh, we got a horde showing up here, but we've got 130 light feathers in total. So we are doing pretty good. Oh, we leveled right here. Let's kill this one that's on us as well too. So we are now 31, and I am going to be leaving the Harpies. We do have some green mobs here now. This was a really solid grinding spot. The levels here came unbelievably quickly. I think that is really the biggest factor of this grind spot, is when you're in the cave up top, the respawns are so unbelievably fast. One, you got to be careful. I died a couple of times at the beginning until I was getting used to what pulls I should be doing, how careful I need to be doing the pulls. There actually are way too many mobs up here. I have a guildie who came up here to grind with me, and there's plenty of room for 2 people. He's 32, so he's killing really fast here, trying to earn some extra gold as he levels, and there was plenty of room for the 2 of us. So now it's time to go sell our spoils, and then we will see where we end up. Again, this was sort of a bridge episode where we want to increase our level. This was an amazing leveling spot, and let's just see how good the gold ends up being as well too. Here we are. Everything has finally sold. Didn't take long at all. I think we have a couple of greens that are still left, and then we have maybe 2 light feathers, but everything else is sold. We're at 476 gold, which means we made something like 65 gold for this level, so maybe slightly over 30 gold per level. Not our greatest spot, not really a horrible spot either, especially when you consider how quickly we were able to level. The mob density there is out of control. They're spawning on you as soon as they die. It's a really great place to grind. Again, I had a guildie come out and grind with me. We never even saw each other once, unless we wanted to, because there were just so many mobs to kill, even with 2 people there actively farming. Definitely a really good spot. Would have liked to get a little more gold for those light feathers, but they seem to be hovering normally around 30 silver, and in our first episode of 50 silver, the more we were doing light feathers, might have been a bit of an outlier. But that's okay. Let's take a look at something interesting, though. Drop rates are not matching up to Wowhead whatsoever. I notice it time and time again. We're kind of always not hitting the mark of the gold that I expect to make, and it's usually because the drop rates on Wowhead are sometimes as off as 50%. So they're just completely inaccurate. So when we look at the Screeching Harpies, as I said when we went in there, they're supposed to have about a 40% drop rate of the light feathers, but we're seeing 187 Screeching Harpies, 42 light feathers, maybe around a 25% drop rate, 170 Rogue Feather Harpies, and 39 light feathers. Again, pretty close to a 25% drop rate. So it seems like Wowhead might be overstating drop rates, so I'm going to have to be careful with that. All we can do is try to make as much gold as we can, even if Wowhead is overstating these drop rates. Check out my other series if you want, 1,000 kills or loot from 1,000, where I kill 1,000 of something, and you'll see even more in depth how inaccurate Wowhead can be sometimes. So where is the Paladin heading next? Where are we going? Well, we're going to be farming for something like we have before in the past. It is something that we have gotten before, but there is a interesting twist on it, a way we're going to be able to make quite a bit more gold than we were before, and it's going to be happening in 2 different zones. So we're going to be farming the same mob, or a very similar mob, in 2 different zones, and it's going to be an item that we've gotten before, but with a bit of a twist. So keep a lookout for that. We'll probably be there for a couple of levels, maybe a level per zone, but either way, we're going to make a lot of gold. We're at 476. We're level 31. I don't think I'm in need of any upgrades quite yet, but maybe after the next farm spot, we'll be upgraded. But keep an eye out for the next video, and thank you guys so much for watching.